You okay?
Let's get some drink. Guys, I want to thank you, all of you. I don't know many housemates who would have done what you've done for me today.
Oh, Frank.
Mate, this has been weighing on you big time.
Yeah, we're not just your housemates, we're your friends. I mean, what kind of friends would we be if we didn't help you out?
You came to my mum's funeral.
Well, we're more than friends, aren't we?
Yeah, we're best friends.
Ooh, friend!
Ooh, best friend.
Oh, fuck off, the pair of you, you know what I meant.
Honestly, guys, thank you. I don't know how I would have got through this without you. There is one more favour I've got to ask all of you. Ever since he's been gone, I just thought I'd feel a bit more depressed. Don't get me wrong, I am depressed. But it's just like I just can't seem to find any emotions. I feel hollow. I don't know, it's like there's some sort of black hole, a black void that I just can't seem to fill. I need something exciting just to jolt me back into things. Get the heart racing, you know?
What are you thinking?
Night out?
Yeah. Yeah, let's finish this bottle and head into town.
We can probably get smashed.
Yeah, get white girl wasted.
I don't want a night out, guys, honestly. I don't want to go out. I don't want to listen to loud music. I just want to stay in. I just need to jolt myself back into being.
Well, what then?
I don't know.
I've got an idea. Legend by light.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I actually want to sleep tonight.
Well, it's not up to you, is it? Frank? What do you say? Oh, come on. My story's always scared you. You always got your heart racing. How about it?
Let's do it.
Everyone hold hands?
This is such bullshit.
Ellie, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be.
Well, gotta stay now, haven't I?
Legend by light, where friends gather by candlelight to regale stories, the occult and the profane. The Second World War was over. The world was dim and sparse with hope. A young soldier had returned home. Throughout the whole war, all he desired was to see his wife and his little girl again. He was walking home and down the road, he went to see his house, but it wasn't there. All that was there was a pile of rubble. A bomb had struck his house while he'd been off at war. He ran up to the home that he once loved, and he searched the rubble. He searched for his wife and for his little girl. He found them. They were still clinging on to each other in fear, burnt to a crisp. The soldier was heartbroken. He didn't know what to do with himself, so he just wandered through the rubble and he came across his old study. The wooden beams had kept the room intact, but the rest of the house had turned to dust. Not knowing what to do with himself, he went into the study. Everything was exactly as he left it. He went in, and instead of going anywhere else, he decided to stay in his home and to live in the study. Weeks passed and no one heard anything from the rubble. There had been rumours from children that a man had been driven mad by grief, that he'd turned into some kind of beast. The sister of the soldier, the only living relative, was racked with guilt. She went to go visit her brother. When she turned up to the house she once knew, there was nothing that she could recognise. So, like her brother before her, she rummaged through the rubble and came across the study. She tried to open the door, but it wouldn't give. So she tried again, and with a little force, the door creaked open. She peered inside, and what she saw was not her brother. In the corner of the room sat a man, covered head to toe in blood. He was covered in wounds that seeped, and an old rusty bayonet lay next to him, caked in blood. She didn't know what to do. She begged and begged her brother to come home with her, but he just sat there and said, "I couldn't do it." Her sister looked around at the room, and strewn on the floor was books full of runes and rituals, and there were chalk drawings, and this wasn't the man she once knew. "It wanted blood," he said. "So I gave it blood." "Who wanted blood?" she asked. She was crying. She didn't know what to do. He just whispered, "Tolpa, Tolpa, burning bright, turn my grief into vengeful fright." Without another word, the brother grabbed the bayonet and slit straight into his arm. Blood began to flow like a tap. It was unstoppable. The sister cried and she pleaded, but his eyes had gone hollow, as if there was no life left in him. She got scared. She turned and she tried to open the door, but it locked behind her. She banged on the door and she begged and pleaded for anyone to set her free. And then she heard a voice. "Are you scared?" This wasn't the voice of her brother. She turned around, but there was no one else there. It was just the two of them. She turned back to the door again, begging, pleading, banging, trying to open the door as best she could. And she heard the voice again. "Don't be afraid." This time, the voice was right behind her ear. Without another word, two gruesome hands covered her neck and her mouth and wrestled her to the floor. The last thing she saw was her brother, caked in blood, staring at a rune drawn on the floor, with a tall, dark figure looming over him. A few months passed and no one heard anything from the rubble, from the remains of the house. People started to complain of a stench, so the police decided to investigate. They went, they found the study. The police forced the door down and all they found was a soldier starved to death. Nothing else. No girl. No beast. Once the police had sorted the soldier's body, they turned to leave. But the door was locked. Above the door, written in blood, the Tolpa has been released. Don't be afraid. It's been said, if you recite the words and you draw blood, the Tolpa will come and turn your grief into revenge.
Alright guys.
No.
My mate.
Frank, you know we're here for you, right? If you need anything, you know where to find us.
You know where to find me.
Ellie,
And now I can get your heart racing.
I can't, not now.
Oh, come on.
Ellie, no.
I'm sorry.
No. I'm sorry. It's just
You know I'm always here for you, Frank. Whenever you need me, I'm here.
I know. Trust me, you'll be the first person I come to. Literally.
You know where to find me, and what Becky said is true. We're all here for you, Frank.
I know. Thank you. Hey,
Hey!
thanks again for tonight. The story really was what I needed. Did you make that up yourself?
No, it's a pre-existing work. A creepypasta, you know?
But it was great. Thanks again.
It's alright. You're gonna be alright, Frank.
For you guys here, why wouldn't I be? Andrew gone straight to bed?
Yeah, he's in his room, so I assume so. Just heard Ellie's door go too. But it's been a long day for all of us. I'm just gonna take a quick shower and go to bed.
Yeah. Okay, I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah.
Just before you go, could you just remind me of that end bit? You know, the bit about summoning up the Tolpa.
Not planning to conjure up vengeful spirits, are we, Frank?
Just fancy one more scare, that's all.
Alright. When your grief becomes too much to handle, just say, Tolpa, Tolpa, burning bright, turn my grief into vengeful fright.
Tolpa, Tolpa, burning bright, turn my grief into vengeful fright.
You have to draw blood as well, but I know you're not going to do that bit. But just saying it in the dark should be enough to get your heart racing.
Okay, cheers.
Alright.
Good night.
Good night.
Tolpa, Tolpa, burning bright, turn my grief into vengeful fright.